live on YouTube right now. Just waiting to see if anybody will jump on. Thanks for your patience, guys. Appreciate you being willing to wait. Let me know if you guys can hear me all right. Doing great. Friends over at Southern Tab on Instagram. Glad you guys could join me. That's awesome. So I'm going to wait a little bit before some more people can jump on. Oh, thank you for the hearts on the tab. Let's see who's with me on YouTube right now. Let's drop down the chat. May not be visible. Okay. I know it's a little late for some people right now, especially in other parts of the country or even the world. We do have some followers in different parts of the world, so maybe they will jump on as well. But this is the, in case you didn't see my post earlier today, this is the 3-year anniversary of Dad Smoking Cigars since it launched. So, and sorry for the shaky. This table is not very stable. I'm talking to the. I'm going to be going like back and forth for the. Can't even concentrate right now. Going back and forth between the YouTube and the Instagram followers. Friends over at Southern Tab, it is. I'm on Pacific time zone right now, so it is currently about 9:15. And so yeah, I am on California time. So I'm hoping some friends of ours can jump on here pretty soon. I'm kind of just chilling, taking my time right now. About to light up my cigar. Going to wait until some more people are on so I can show them what's going on. It's very quiet right now. Very quiet. This might be a boring first few minutes of the live stream, so apologies for that. And yeah, I hope you guys will jump and hang out with me because that would be awesome. So who's with me on YouTube right now? You're out in Montana, so not too late. Okay. I was out in Montana a couple years ago, actually. Went to Yellowstone and Grand Tetons. Got to see those beautiful national parks and got to drive around both of those beautiful states quite a bit. Nothing in here yet, but the ice is starting to melt, so see if anybody else jumps on. This is my cigar that I'm twirling right now. I doubt this is going to bring much of a draw. Sweet, got to get in the water. Got to get in the water, do a little fly fishing. You know, fly fishing sounds great. I would actually love to try it someday. It is something, well, to be fair, I've never actually fished. I've never gone legit fishing. That's not something I've ever done, which I know is a sin. So I'm going to have to fix that one day, very, very soon. Well, no one's jumping on YouTube right now, but it looks like Southern Tab, you were the only friends who have decided to jump on for this evening's live stream. So I'm going to go ahead and do something real quick. I'm going to go ahead and adjust the seal on the door to my studio is a little bit off, so I'm going to go fix that real quick. So I'll be right back. You'll just be hearing noises. All right. Tattoo Skin Pig just joined on Instagram. ATL Medic, what's going on? How you guys doing? Was just fixing the seal on my door because the weather stripping that I put on the door for whatever reason decided the adhesive decided to just give out, and so that is what happened there. So if you are in the live chats or if you are with me, go ahead and jump on in and say something. I'm just going to be hanging out for a little bit. I decided to bust out cigar I've been holding on to for about 2 years now, roughly. Actually, a little over a year, now that I think about it. A little over a year. And this was given to me by none other than Luis Cuevas, the owner and VP of Casa Cuevas Cigars, our sponsor, Dad Smoking Cigars. And she's Metatron. Thank you for jumping on. But yeah, this is the last of this particular limited edition cigar that I got from Luis Cuevas. And this was one of the limited edition flacos. This is the Habano. And I don't know if any of you guys know the story. Some of you might, those of you who are familiar with Casa Cuevas. In early 2019, I would say between February and April, I can't remember exactly when, Casa Cuevas had a break-in at their warehouse in the Miami-Dade area, Florida, and they were completely cleaned out for the most part. They were cleaned out for the most part. And they had most of their cigar stock taken, just completely jacked and taken. So they had to essentially, not rebuild from the ground up, but they had to, kind of up production to make sure that they could satisfy demand and their customers and things like that. And there were 500 boxes, I believe, 250 of each, the Habano and the Maduro Flacos. They were signed, they were numbered, all boxes were individually numbered. So whatever box you got of the limited edition Flacos, that's the only number box that you would get, like box 5 of 200. And yeah, a lot of those were jacked. Most of them were jacked. So I was fortunate enough to get some limited edition Flacos, and I smoked most of them, gave 1 or 2 to my dad as usual, because he shares his cigars with me all the time. So of course I'm going to share my cigars with him. And so this is my last Flaco, last limited edition Flaco. So I'm going to be smoking that here with you guys tonight. So those of you that are joining me tonight, and those of you who are watching the playback of this, I hope you enjoy. So, but tell me what you guys are doing, what you guys are up to, and what you're smoking tonight. And yeah, we can go from there. But I'm also not only busting out my last limited edition Flaco, but I am also busting out this, my Aberfeldy Highland Single Malt Scotch Whiskey, aged 12 years. So just opening this for the first time tonight, thought tonight was an appropriate time, because if you're just joining me, tonight is, that was a quiet pop, not as satisfying as usual. Usually goes, or something like that. Usually when I pull the cork from whatever dram I'm drinking. But yeah, I got this for my birthday. Thought it was an appropriate time to bust it out, celebrate. If you didn't know, today is the 3-year anniversary of Dad Smoking Cigars when it launched. July 13th of 2018 was when this social media platform launched. So thank you guys so much for your support. I appreciate all that you guys do to support me and all the wonderful things you say, your generosity, your time, your love, and all that good stuff. So anyways, here goes another year. Gonna let that mellow a little bit. Definitely more than 2 fingers worth, for sure. Happy Fingers, great channel, bro. Thank you guys. What's going on? Who from Southern talking to on Instagram right now? I would very much like to know. Got one more person watching on YouTube channel right now, so chime in on the chat. Whoever's watching YouTube, please chime in and say hello, because it's awful quiet in that chat section right now. But I'm going to go ahead and light this up. It's kind of bittersweet because it's my last limit. Michael, the owner. Well, Michael, thank you so much for jumping on. I am definitely looking forward to trying Southern Tab cigars, all the things I see you guys post. Appreciate the tags and stuff like that. You guys have put me in on some of your posts, and I appreciate it very much. So thank you for that. But yeah, I'm going to be definitely trying your cigars very soon. Would love to do a review of all of them if possible, and kind of make it basically a tour of cigars through America, because I know that you guys are just strictly American tobacco, if I'm not mistaken. So that is going to be fun. Hello, Chicks and Sticks on the YouTube channel. Congrats on 3 years. Thank you so much. I appreciate that so much. Yeah, I can't believe it's been 3 years myself, and kind of crazy. Been a crazy 3 years. Some really cool stuff, some changes, some growing pains, and all of that. So it's definitely been a crazy wild ride. But honestly, I'm excited for what the future holds. No idea what that's going to look like, but hey, you just don't know. And so yeah, go ahead and you guys see this right here on the YouTube, right here, the little pigtail on the limited edition Flacco. I'm almost sad to cut this right now, because as I said, it is my last one, and it is one of the limited edition. I don't know if I'll ever get to smoke one of these again. I don't know if I'll get to smoke one of the Habanos or the Maduros. I haven't had, so, but I'm not holding my breath. So here we go. It's actually been a few days since my last cigar, I think. So, and I spent the last couple of days down in San Diego, because it was recently my oldest's 8th birthday, just a couple days ago. So yeah, the 3-year anniversary and my son's birthday are pretty closely coinciding. So those of you that are on right now, that are watching, let me know what you're smoking, if you're smoking anything at all tonight, or what you've smoked recently, because I definitely would like to know. I got a fan on that's kind of screwing with my flame here. Hey. Look who jumped on that said they probably weren't going to be able to. It is the Bakersfield Gentleman. So which one of the gentlemen am I speaking to this evening on Instagram? Smoked out 9 cigar day for the past 5 days. Holy shit. Oh my gosh. The most I've ever smoked in a day is 6. Oh my God. That is insane. It's always Frankie. Of course it is. Craig Bainham. What is up, my Australian brother? Thank you for jumping on. And I know we got Chicks and Sticks on the YouTube right now. It says I've got 2 people viewing. So I have Chicks and Sticks on the YouTube. And who else? I'm curious, because it says I have 2 viewers. So PCA, my guy, you got to come next year. Yes, Frankie, that is the plan. In fact, next year, I would love to see I could come to both TPE and PCA, but I'm trying to just not, overplay my deck, I guess you could say, or overplay my hand. I don't even know what the saying is, if there is a saying. And thank you for the congrats on 3 years. I appreciate it. Yeah, the plan is to come out next year, not just me, but my dad. Him and I have been talking about going to cigar events for a while. The only time I've gone to a cigar event with him was last year, around this time actually, or last summer. Went to a Casa Cuevas event here in my hometown of Corona. There's a restaurant, which unfortunately is no longer open. Is owned by the owner of Burning Desire Cigar Lounge. here in Corona in the Dos Lagos shopping area. Wonderful gentleman by the name of AT. And he owned a restaurant called the Citrus City Grill, which unfortunately I believe is no longer open, at least last I heard. So, but that's where the event was held. And it was a wonderful event. I got to hang out with a lot of really cool people, got to hang out with the Cigar Titans, obviously my dad, got to hang out with Christine Smokey Affair, her husband Jim, got to hang out with the Cigar Madam, Whiskey Girl Josie, and a few other people that are very involved in the cigar community. So it was a fun event. But my dad and I keep talking about other events we really want to check out and see, especially the bigger ones like PCA or TPE. So next year, better weather for Vegas during TPE, but PCA is better for the industry. Yeah, so I've heard. I heard TPA is really fun. Like I know Chicks and Sticks. You went to both events. You went to TPE and PCA. You just recently got back from PCA, from what I saw, and TPA looked like a whole other event. I know it's a little bit more open to everyone. Mostly like the cigar manufacturers and vendors, but fairly open to the public. So I'm not sure which event I'm going to go to. They both look amazing. And I know my dad, Craig, I'm going to try and make one of these events. Yeah, you really should try because, they look incredible. I've only been to a handful of cigar events in my life, mostly cut and lights and things like that and a few other things. But I would really love to go to some of the bigger events, the ones especially held in Vegas. Both were good. PCA I heard was smaller than usual. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me, Paula, because just because I happened in the last year, there was a number of people I heard that weren't able to attend PCA this year, just because I think a lot of cigar manufacturers are still recovering from how COVID affected them. And so there were a number of vendors who could not make it this year. So Big Smoke in Vegas. Yeah, my dad really wants to go to that, but I'm not sure that's something I'll be able to do this year because Big Smoke is, from what I heard, is even pricier than like going to PCA or TPE. This one's been sitting in my humidor for a while. Glad I got to have it tonight. 3-year anniversary. Couldn't think of a better occasion to get on my last limited edition Casa Cuevas Flaco. So, yeah, thank you guys for hanging out with me and chatting and stuff like that. So, and now I'm also taking my first sip of my Aberfeldy aged 12-year Scotch. Just opened this bottle tonight. Frankie, I'm smoking the Casa Cuevas limited edition Flaco Habano. Well, what you just realized. Okay, nice, he says. So again, I know Paula Chicks and Sticks is on my YouTube. I see 2 other people have also joined. So make yourselves known. Please announce your presence. I want to know who's watching. Scottish Hillbilly. All right, we've got a proper Scotsman here. Let this sit too long. I just lit it. I've already let it sit too long. It's like I'm an amateur or something. Well, Michael, I'm about to take a sip. So thank you guys for joining me tonight. I appreciate all of you. I love all of you. You're amazing. You make Dad Smoking Cigars what it is. And so here's to you. Here's to 3 years. So cheers, friends. Ooh. Wow, that's smooth. Very smooth and not peaty. I don't really like the peaty kind of smoky Scotch, personally speaking. And it almost like got some like very appley flavor right off of the bat from that Scotch. So pretty nice. Got the fan blowing in here. Well, I got the cooling fan blowing on me here. I got my vent fan going on above me, so it's getting some nice circulation because normally it's muggy as all hell in here. I live in Southern California, and it doesn't. It gets pretty hot here, but you know, Frankie, you're in Vegas, and you live in Bakersfield, so it gets hot as balls up in Bakersfield. I know that for a fact. And Vegas, I hear, is hotter than the devil's butthole. So, yeah, that should be fun. Cheers, but I'm hitting the hard stuff on my last night in Vegas. Diet Pepsi. Nice. Nice. Dang, Frankie, you think you might have a problem? Diet Pepsi, dude. Ugh. You party a little too hard for me. Party a little too hard for me. So, wearing one of the limited edition shirts. I say limited edition very facetiously because I believe the forecast for the week in Baco is actually balls hot. Well, it doesn't surprise me. I've been up in Bakersfield when it's balls hot, and it sucks balls. So, but this is a shirt I had made in the early days of Dad Smoking Cigars. You peep the old logo. No, trying to get some new merch made. Been a little bit tough sledding with that because the resources I have to create, well, the resources I have to make the logo, the new logo that you guys see in all the posts that I put up now, is I use an app on my phone, which I can also use online. I have it also on my laptop. It doesn't make the image as high resolution as needed to clearly put on a t-shirt or anything else. So I'm having a little bit of trouble with that. We have a friend who's working on making some test merch for me, and that's going to be the merch that I'm going to be showing you guys here pretty soon, which I'm going to be planning on using for the giveaway that I plan to do. I know I've been talking a lot about it. I have been plugging it a lot. The original plan, as noble as it was to get the YouTube to get the YouTube to 1,000 subscribers. Now, when I kind of started plugging that was like 2-3 months ago. But admittedly, I was not very good on plugging it enough to possibly make it happen. And I also still am a little bit dodgy when it comes to how YouTube and their algorithm and how the things are visible works. And it's frustrating me to no end because I would love to get the channel more visible to more people. And I'm trying not to get discouraged about it. I'm trying not to get all bent out of shape over it because, I mean, I still have a good amount of subscribers, about 650 just about, getting close to it anyway, which is still a great number. And I'm very grateful for everyone who subscribed to the channel. But obviously, I would love to get the reach a bit further. So, but I am still planning on doing a giveaway in celebration of 3 years of Dad Smoking Cigars. And that's where the test merch is coming in. Once that merch is done, I'm going to show it to you guys, obviously, with the other things I plan on giving away. I'm going to try and get that going here in the next couple of weeks, just because I really want to do a giveaway for you guys. I have a blast doing it. It's a lot of fun for me to be able to give something to you guys, those of you that support Dad Smoking Cigars, the YouTube, and everything else that I do. So, but yeah, that is the plan. Still working on that. So appreciate your guys' patience and still sticking with me and hanging with me. So, but yeah, definitely hoping to, over the next year, do a lot more cigar events and go to a lot more cigar events, big, small, and everything in between. So who is on the YouTube? I can't even see who is on the YouTube right now. It's not showing me. But anyways, thank you guys for jumping on. I know it's hard for people to jump on a later stream. It's easier to do it during the day. So I appreciate those of you guys who are on right now. So those of you that are here, chime in, say what's going on, say what you've been up to. Got to send you the new blend for Price Cigars, California Dreaming. I would love that, Frankie. I would appreciate that very much. I support you guys completely. You guys have been incredibly supportive of Dad Smoking Cigars pretty much almost since the beginning, about a year in. Because, it was about a year after Dad Smoking Cigars launched that we met you guys at Fuente Fever, which was a fun event. I really wish they would do that again here in Southern California, but I guess because Angela's now in Florida, that's not happening. So Cigar Show Tim is in the house on YouTube. What's going on, dude? Glad you could jump in. So those of you that are new, those of you who have not been following Dad Smoking Cigars for, longer than the past year, Tim Long was vital in starting Dad Smoking Cigars. He was a co-founder with me, essentially. I came up with the idea, and he decided to do initially the Instagram platform with me. That was the only social network we were on initially. And it was just us poking. Yeah. We weren't using Facebook, so there was no poking. We were posting what we were smoking at the time and going on live streams. Used to do a lot more live streams back in the day. So we would go on live streams, and that's how we got initially immersed into the cigar community and everything like that, and got connected with the people that we did, and so on and so forth. So Tim was very much essential in the very beginning of getting Dad Smoking Cigars launched. So just wanted to acknowledge that, Tim. Thank you for being a huge part of what Dad Smoking Cigars is now, or getting it to where it is now. So I just want to let you know my appreciation, brother. And if you guys haven't yet, definitely check out his Instagram and his YouTube, and subscribe to his YouTube. Check out his Instagram, Cigar Show Tim, and he posts pretty much every week, like I do, cigar reviews and different things he has on his mind, cigar related and whatnot. So, and yeah, so definitely check out his channel and show him your support. But Tim, I am smoking my last limited edition Flaco. It was time. So that's what I'm smoking tonight. Casa Cuevas limited edition Habano Flaco. Very bittersweet. Right now I can't even taste anything because it went out again. This fan's keeping me cool, but it's making my life difficult in regards to smoking a cigar. I mean, you guys are Fuente Fever 33 good times. Yeah, it was a good time, Frankie. Frankie, definitely you need to help my buddy Craig get some hands on your cigars. Craig lives in Australia, and he loves to get his hands on new boutique cigars. And he's a big supporter of Casa Cuevas and other ones like that. So, yeah. Support me mate Craig. Send him some cigars. And Craig, I really don't care if you think my accent is dodgy anymore, because I'm just going to keep on doing it. Nah. Woo. I think my taste buds are a little bit off. I was very briefly sick. You and Cigar Show Tim. Yeah, so far you are the only ones to have chimed in, Paula. The only ones. Even though it says there's 3 people watching. Who's the third? I want to know who the third is on YouTube, not Instagram, not you guys. You guys. I may bust out some of the voices just because it's fun entertaining you guys and seeing your reactions. ML Stogies and Craft Beer just joined on Instagram. And Southern Tap is still there. Michael, thank you. I'm glad you're still there. What time is it over in Montana right now, actually? Montana. Okay, now it says there's 4 people in the YouTube chat. So, hey, make yourselves known. Say something. Ayo, Miguel here. What's up, Miguel? Thanks for jumping on. And now it says there's 5. Okay. And he just shared the video. Thank you so much for that. Maybe some more people will jump on the live stream. 10:41. Okay, so you're only an hour ahead. For some reason, I thought Montana was a couple hours ahead, but I was incorrect. Well, actually, only be an hour ahead because you're Central Time as opposed, or no, I don't know. I don't know anything. So, yes, friends on YouTube continue to chime in and chat and talk with each other and make fun of me, and it's not hard to do. Tim can lead the charge on that one. Actually, Tim, don't, because you'll have too much fun with it. What are we all smoking? Yes, those of us that are smoking. Who's smoking pot? New Mountain Time, but when I'm in Georgia, we're 3 hours from you. Woo! Georgia. Yet to go to Georgia. I have spent time in Tennessee. I crossed over a couple different state lines, like into Mississippi and Alabama, but I haven't a significant amount of time in any other southern state. I really need to change that. I'm smoking out on the patio with the wife. Oh, Tim, tell Aaron I say hello. Because I think you guys are still. Are you guys home now, or are you still out in Michigan? I almost forgot. You guys are not, or at least for a while, you were not in the States, or not in the States. You were not in this state, California, in this state. Got to mix that whiskey / bourbon with a Coca-Cola. I can't mix Highland single malt Scotch. Bleh! No. Woo-hoo. That's horrible. Asylum 13 Oblongata. Nice. I've only had one Asylum cigar, and that was the Corojo. That is the only one, or sweet tea. Morning, Scottish Cigar Man. Where in Scotland are you talking to us from? And it's morning over there, so you're talking to us from the future. It is currently July 14th. But yeah, Michael, I never mix Scotch with anything. And I don't think I'm sure there's a way to do it, but I've never mixed Scotch with anything. Ooh, that mellowed nicely with the ice. Threw in a couple of ice balls that I froze. Nice call on the Asylum. Yes, Asylum's a brand that I haven't had as much of an opportunity to get into as I'd like. Smart us. Bang in the middle between Edinburgh and Glasgow. Gotcha. Scottish. What time of the morning is it over there? Probably, I think you guys are 8 hours ahead, roughly. So I can't do math. You're just going to have to tell me. I've got no bloody math skills. The Okie Show. Oh my gosh, it's been a minute, man. The Okie Show. It has been a minute, brother. I haven't talked to you in forever, and I feel terrible about that. My gosh, you've been with Dad Smoking Cigars pretty much since the beginning. Goodness gracious, this is good to see you, man. Thank you for jumping on. Yeah, too long. I didn't talk enough in the Barrel Burners server, so I got my time out. I'm gonna need to tell Jason I'm ready to jump back in. Life is swamped all over. Yeah, I definitely feel that. Though my life consists of mostly small children driving me up the wall. My children, of course, not other people's children. I I could never be a teacher. I would, yeah, I could never be a teacher. Just put it that way. 547 isn't too bad either. Well, thank you. I it's one of those things where when I do it, I try not to sound cartoonish because then I might offend someone. Just ask me, Mike Craig. I try to do is an accent. It just doesn't come out right. Wasp nest is the third. Nice. Wait until they're almost 20. The stress goes up exponentially. My stress is already pretty high, man. And I was really frustrated because my cannabis pen accidentally went through the wash, so I don't even have that to help me right now. I was quite upset by that. Thankfully, the wash didn't smell like weed, but that doesn't matter because my pen was destroyed. It doesn't work now. Yes, Miguel. Ouch. It was a big ouch. I knew the cannabis the oil pod that I had was definitely destroyed. I know that, but I thought I could save the pen by throwing it in a bag of rice, and that did not work. That did not work. Tell Dave that. Dave, Tim says hey. Tim says hey. He's over in YouTube. He's not on Instagram, so he can't say hey to you himself. Only works on food and delicious meals. What only work? I don't remember what I said. So what only works on message retracted? Okay, well I guess it wasn't relevant. That's okay though. What's that? I'm smoking. I am smoking Scottish Cigar Man. I don't know if it's available. I think it's available in the UK somewhere in some places. But this brand is called Casa Cuevas, and it is actually the sponsor of Dad Smoking Cigars, the YouTube channel. And what I'm smoking is a limited edition Habano Flaco. There's not many of these left, if there are any left at all. So that only works on phones and delicious meals. Well, add some rice. Yeah, that you are right. LCC has. Oh, okay. Luxury Cigar Club has the Maduro still. Well, I've been going back and forth on which cigar club I want to support. Well, not support. Which one I want to subscribe to because there's so many of them and they're all great. Luxury Cigar Club is an excellent cigar subscription service that is only available in the United States, unfortunately. Not available worldwide, but they have some great boutique cigars in the mix of their subscriptions. And they've supported Dad Smoking Cigars for a very, very long time. So really great guys. And I would love to subscribe to their box, but there's also a local brick and mortar here in Southern California. And it is called Small Batch Cigar that they have a subscription service that I've been considering subscribing to for only $20 a month. So Smoke In. Okay. Cigar of the month. Yeah, I've thought about subscribing to them too. But it's hard to choose. Really hard to choose. Dave was just telling me over on Instagram. Dave Oki Show. Support them all. We do luxury cigar club, smoking and Pravada, thinking of adding small batch. Yeah, small batch. I've talked with them a little bit here and there, and I want to try. Maybe I think I might subscribe to them just because they're local, and I want to support local. Even though there's a lot of great subscription services, and they all do amazing things, and they have amazing cigars in their deliveries every month. It's just they all send out fire, and they all want my money. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Miguel, yes, they do. So, gosh dang it. I'm blaming the fan. I want to stay cool, and it's blowing out my cigar. What the hell? Yes, support local. I try to support small businesses and local businesses as much as I can. There's only so many cigar lounges and brick and mortars near where I live, as opposed to places like Arizona and, southern states and places that have a lot more cigar lounges and cigar shops. One place that I reference all the time is Phoenix, Arizona. The Phoenix metro area alone has over 70 cigar lounges, and there's plenty of some smokes, and all worth supporting too. A lot of those places carry smaller brands, boutique brands and things like that. And if you have paid attention to Dad Smoking Cigars for any length of time, we should drink plenty of water in that hellish 80 degrees. I was down in San Diego earlier today, and it wasn't hot, but it was definitely muggy. And the moment I got back here was when it got warmer. Further inland you go, the warmer it gets. So, but you have lots of great cigar of the month. You just got to figure out what you want out of it and never be disappointed or overwhelmed at any time. That's absolutely true, Dave. As Phoenix is the second largest concentrated area for lounges. Definitely. And I need to go back there. I have plans to go back there. Watch Dad Smoking Cigars, and I got a t-shirt and a hat. Yes, you did. You did, didn't you, Dave? I remember. So, well, I got some hopefully very soon, and I got to get in touch with the lady who's going to be making the test merch for me with the new logo. So just keeping it simple. And it's just going to be like the basic black shirt with the logo. I'm trying to get like a coffee tumbler made and stickers and stuff like that. So, yeah. Hopefully that'll be ready soon. Hopefully the file I sent was good enough, because the first couple ones I sent were not. Looks like, what is this? All right, good seeing you, brother. Got to get to bed with you. Yes, we really do, Dave. Definitely. So I'll be in touch. But yeah, hit me up really soon. And who's doing this right here? Tell the story of why you started Dexter that found you. Okay. My buddy Michael just shot me a little message / question on the Instagram live stream. So sit down, boys and girls. I'm going to regale you with the tale of how Dad Smoking Cigars got started. So I was there a couple weeks ago and got to hang out at Casa de Monte Cristo at Cigar Time. Oh, I didn't realize you got to meet up with Chris out there, Tim. That's right. You guys were both in Vegas around the same time. I totally forgot. So, anyways, so sit down, boys and girls, relax. I'm going to tell you a story of how Dad Smoking Cigars got started at the request of my friend Michael over at Southern Tap Cigars. If you guys haven't checked out Southern Tap, please be sure to do so. I've yet to try their cigars because I want to order the full pack of order their full sampler, and I want to be able to try and review all their cigars for you guys. Basically a cigar tour of America, because it's all American tobacco. But Michael, the owner, has requested that I tell you the story of how Dad Smoking Cigars got started. So anyways, 3 years ago, 2018. Can't do math. Sometime prior to, July of 2018, I had been smoking cigars with more and more frequency. It was something that I was doing to kind of help me cope with that year. because that was an insane year. 2018 was for me. 2018, the beginning of the year started amazingly. Bought our first house, and then come February, we were preparing for the birth of my second son, my youngest son. And then all of a sudden, my nephew was taken from us very suddenly. Well, that was redundant, but yes, he was suddenly taken. And so even leading up to that, I was starting to smoke cigars more. And after that, it was something I did to kind of pause, relax, and just really kind of, I don't know if cope is the right word, but it helped in a way. So cigars were definitely a happy place and haven from all the craziness and all the stuff going on in my life at the time. And so I was starting to see a lot more cigar content pop up in my Instagram feed, on my YouTube feed. I was looking up different stuff, and I was seeing all these different YouTube channels and social media platforms that were doing cigar stuff. And so I kind of had it in mind to do something like that myself. I just didn't know how or when I was going to do it, if it was just going to be social media or if it was going to be YouTube. Well, anyway, long story short, I decided I was going to do something, and I eventually, right around this time, obviously, was just trying to figure out what to call it. And I thought way back to 2003, when I was bought my first cigar by my dad. And then I thought, at this point in my life, I'm already a dad. My dad was the one who bought me my first cigar, got me into cigars. Dad smoking cigars. Something that everybody can relate to, because even if you weren't a dad, you have a dad most likely, or you are a dad. So pretty relatable. So, and at the time, as I mentioned before, my friend Tim Long, Cigar Show Tim, on Instagram and here on YouTube, we decided to hang out one night, have some cigars and some whiskey. And yeah, Dad Smoking Cigars got started around that time. And it was just Instagram. That's how it got started. Over time, about a year later was when the YouTube got kicked off, all that stuff. You know, a number of changes have happened since then, obviously, but you know, it's just little old me doing Dad Smoking Cigars right now. Tim has his own YouTube channel and social media platform. And so, yeah, it is now what it is now. We are sponsored by Casa Cuevas, gratefully sponsored, proudly sponsored by Casa Cuevas Cigars, also sponsored by StogieLives.com. If you guys haven't heard of StogieLives.com, StogieLives.com is social media for cigar smokers, because unfortunately on platforms even like Instagram, especially YouTube, and definitely Facebook, because Mark Zuckerberg, for whatever reason, is just a tool, or his programmers and coders and people who run the algorithm, they're just, I don't know what their problem is. But anything cigar or alcohol related tends to get, it gets a little more scrutiny than it deserves. And do you ever have your dad with you on my channel? Michael, just go back and scroll back through a bunch of videos. You will see me with my dad. I have several videos. Starting last year was when he really started making appearances on the channel. Yes, Miguel, Zuck does suck. So I don't know what it is with that dude, but I like Facebook. I actually don't use Facebook as much anymore. I mostly use Instagram. But yes, Michael, my dad has made several appearances on the channel over the past year. He is now a fixture on the channel. He is essentially, because, again, in the beginning it was me and Tim. So Dad's plural, Smoking Cigars. And now I got my dad in on it. So once again, the dads are plural and Dad Smoking Cigars. So he pops in on, I would say, 1 to 2 videos a month. Yes, Frankie. Me and my dad did smoke cigars together. So yes, that is definitely good father-son bonding. And it was something that we very much enjoyed and had a good time with. And he liked it. I liked the cigar. And I look forward to smoking some more with him here pretty soon. In fact, next week, we're planning on doing another review together. I think we're going to be reviewing an Alec Bradley cigar together. The only problem is that it's an unbanded Alec Bradley cigar, so I need to get in touch with my buddy over at Alec Bradley because they announced on a live stream what it was called, and I missed that live stream and I never got that info because I'm busy. So, but yeah, Michael, if you want to watch a good video, go check out the video I did with my dad where we do a tour of his pad because he has a really nice house not too far from here from where I live. I live in Corona, Southern California. He lives in Riverside, which is about 8 miles away as the crow. And he has a wonderful little setup at his house. He's a nice little California room right out of his on his patio. He's got a covered barbecue bar area that we've done stuff on, you know, shot a couple of episodes on. And during the colder months, we were shooting in the California room next to the fireplace so we could stay warm because it doesn't get very cold here in California, but we don't handle the cold very well, so it got cold enough. But yeah, definitely check out the video where I tour my dad's pad and he shows you his setup from where he keeps his cigars, where he keeps his whiskey collection, and all that stuff. So definitely, I think that was one of my favorite videos I've done with my dad over the past year. And people have said it before, and you know, I'm very fortunate to have a close relationship with my dad. My dad and I have been close since I was very, very young. I have an amazing dad, excellent father, always been supportive and there for me. So our banter and how we interact has been decades in the making, and how we talk to each other and joke with each other and feed off each other, and our lame dad jokes and some of the better, you know, jokes and humor that we do that only we usually understand and all that good stuff. But yeah, Shane Hunter on Instagram, thanks for joining us. So it got really quiet all of a sudden on YouTube. What's going on? RLA Crows, what is going on? Thank you for jumping on Instagram. Gonna rack out, brother. Got that drive back in the morning. Congrats again. Thank you, Frankie. I appreciate it. Thank you for your support. I appreciate you jumping on, even though you weren't sure you'd be able to. So thank you for hanging out with me and the rest of these crazy cats here. So it means a lot. Whew. I am beat. I spent the last not 2 days really, but last day and a half out down in San Diego. I'm making sure I have all the business cards from this weekend while listening. I gotcha. Yeah, that's definitely going to be quite the haul. So yeah, quite the haul. You guys are going to have a lot of cards to, yeah, a lot of networking you guys no doubt did this past weekend. But yeah, I spent the last day and a half down in San Diego. Took my oldest to Legoland for his birthday. He just turned 8 years old, and so we got to we have passes that got extended because we got them for last year. Then COVID just screwed up everything, and they got extended. So we got to take him to Legoland, and we stayed overnight at one of the hotels. And yeah, got to do a bunch of stuff, and now we are all thoroughly exhausted. So, but I knew I wanted to get in here and do a live stream on YouTube and on Instagram. Yeah, it's a lot better than it used to be, Miguel. Because I remember when I was, and I don't know what my mom was thinking, trying to get all the people in conversations matched to all the cards before I forget. Oh, that is going to be a task, Paula. That I can't imagine the number of people you rubbed elbows with both of you, Miguel and Paula, at PCA because there are so many people, which I'm looking forward to that part of it when I finally get to go next year, because that I'm determined to go next year. So there's very little that is going to get in the way of me going. So definitely going to make that happen. But going back to what I was saying, brain fart. Back when Legoland first was opened, my mom took me and my brother there. The thing was, though, I was 19. My brother, he was a kid. He was like 12. So there you go. But yeah, she took us there. It was boring as hell. Honestly, there was like only a few things you could do there. Not much. Boring. And yeah, it was one of those things where after that, I was like, I don't think I ever want to go back here again. And then, of course, you get older, you have kids. And if you have boys, not saying the girls don't do this, because I know the girls do, but for the most part, boys get into Legos, and inevitably you're going to take a trip to Legoland. My throat is getting dry. There we go. So yeah, that's something I really need to get back to is, no, I didn't. Didn't go out. So yes, Tim, you are wrong. I'd like to think that I'm going to smoke another cigar after this, but odds are I am going to just crash and burn because I slept for garbage last night. And I don't know what it is about hotel room beds, but they don't tend to be very comfortable. And if I'm traveling fairly local, I usually take my own pillow to a hotel room because hotel room pillows suck. So, but that didn't help. I was like, just, yeah, I kept waking up. So I'm tired. In addition to dragging kids all over an amusement park for a day and a half. Yeah, pretty beat. 14 hours, clocked it, calculated it. It was 14 hours spent at Legoland total. So good. Yeah, we'll see. I feel like hotel room, the firmness of hotel room beds screw up my back. That's smart. I'm going to copy and start bringing a good pillow. Yeah, there's some good travel pillows from what I've heard. Like there's some really good travel pillows you can take with you and make it a little easier. The thing is, though, if you fly, my pillow is really, really thick. And I guess you could say it's like memory foam. It feels like it. But yeah, I need that pillow to support my neck because anything else, I'm going to wake up with a horrible tension headache here and here. My back already gets screwed up. So it's one of those things where, like, if I don't have my pillow, I knew it's like my binky. All right, ladies and gents, I got to get ready for the end for a great night, guys. Thank you, Miguel. I appreciate it. Thanks for jumping on, both you and Frankie. That means a lot. I know you guys are busy out there and you're wrapping up the last night at PCA. So definitely plan on being there next year. At the very least, I want to be at TPE. I want to have my dad with me. I want to go there and network and talk with people and do all that cool stuff because it's something that I've been missing. I with the way the last year has been, networking has been tough. So. But yeah, guys, be on the lookout for the giveaway that I'm going to be doing here pretty soon. Once I get that test merch, I'm going to show you guys what the giveaway is going to be made up of and all that good stuff. I'm going to have 3 winners. That's the plan. It's going to be a giveaway where there's going to be like grand prize, second prize, third prize, all that good stuff. So hopefully some of you guys might be the winners. You never know. But that being said, I have been on here in 3, 2, 1 hour, and I think that's sufficient. So I don't know if YouTube or Instagram used to kick you off, but now it doesn't anymore. And YouTube sometimes does, depending. I don't know. But anyways, in any case, I think I'm going to go ahead and call it a night in this regard. So thank you guys on Instagram who joined me. It doesn't look like there's anybody on Instagram anymore, but it looks like there's at least a couple of you on YouTube. So thank you all so much for joining me. I appreciate it. And if you are watching the playback, thanks for watching. And yeah, appreciate all of you. Love all of you. Thank you for your support. And thank you for 3 years of Dad Smoking Cigars. It has been fun, and I'm looking forward to what the next year is going to bring. So anyways, guys, love you. And as always, I'll catch you in the next one. So see ya.